Dude, I don't know what's going on, but right now it is all about the carry on that's already watching everybody here. Thank you all for tuning into this channel.
Round. Semler.
I can't even. Like, I tried yesterday. That was like the funny thing. I tried yesterday. It was really bad. But apparently it's up on Reddit.
You need the beat. But Fnatic here watching for a quick B-Rush. Virtus Pro coming in. Not scared here. olofmeister. I was about to start rapping, but flusha got 2. JW, go for the knife kill, JW. Don't do him dirty like that. Flusha's going to get it, though. Oh, Taz doing a good job staying away from the knife kill. Almost brought the thrill, but that wasn't the deal.
Nah, man, because right now VP are on the fence, and Fnatic are looking to basically create rents in the ranks. They don't know how to handle it.
And the defense of Fnatic is dense, so now Virtus Pro needs to pitch tents.
And set up camp, because it's going to be a while.
Before Fnatic drops their smile.
Because basically Pronax says, turn it around.
And now we need to win another round.
Kaboom, baby. That's it. Oh, we got sound back too. Let's go. It's going to be a tag team duo.
JW.
Smoke a bite, you drop a AK.
AKA Jordan McGowan, AKA Frenchman, AKA he's the painter, AKA Semler, AKA multiple colors on his palette.
Alright, where are we going with this right now?
Are we still watching Counter-Strike? What game are we casting right now? JW's got a gun with angel wings on it. He's about to take down a couple.
Because VP right now are all on eco. This is not looking good for VP. But then again, it's all right. They didn't get a plant. So now that is a problem. But then VP not actually spending anything in this round makes you think they might go for some.
Oh! JW getting caught off guard. It looks like he's going to go down. Taz going to get a kill, but flusha and olofmeister are there to say no. Byali. Huge couple frags.
They're wrecking them with Glocks. Like, what is going on here?
Pronax still alive, though. He said, I've been aim mapping. What have you been doing during the interim of these matches?
Yeah, why you got to be all emo in the circle talking about your problems?
Pronax was not given anything.
Dude, Pronax is ruthless. He looks like a really nice guy. He acts like a really nice guy, but at heart,
yeah, have you seen him?
He's here to rape and
pillage. He kind of just sits there. Winning, not smiling. Losing, not smiling.
Nah, man.
Smiling, not smiling.
See? Because he just turns it around in his mind.
Virtus Pro here with the 3rd round bye.
Well, what do you make of their odds?
I mean, what is JW going to do? JW's going to push Hall.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gambling he gets one somehow because this kid's a maniac.
I think so. I mean, JW, he's going for it. This is like his
really
position.
quick. Let me just jump down here really quick. We're only playing for like 50 Gs. It's not jump down to halls, whatever.
Oh no, JW.
There he is, baby.
Peekaboo.
Get it.
Oh yeah, $900 in the pocket.
But Virtus Pro's taking the bomb site here. It's going to be a tough round for Fnatic, especially after olofmeister goes down there. JW going to look for exits. KRiMz going to look for exits. He's going to look for his own exit.
Yeah, they're not interested in sticking around, which is the right call to make considering their money. But Fnatic, I don't know if they got a little bit too ahead of themselves there. It seemed like that could have gone any way because VP were aggressive, yeah. Fnatic were aggressive, and when the dust settled, VP just wrecked them.
I mean, I can see JW's face, and none of them are looking too worried. I think they all realize what they did there. They got a little ahead of themselves, maybe like we did with our cast. You know, our rap, it was decent. It could have been better. We could have lost the match, though, with that. Fnatic's thinking the same thing. They just need to keep their composure on CT side. It's their match to lose. Fnatic's definitely in the driver's seat.
Because of the map pick, basically. You know, you pick your map, you pick your side. They didn't even have to win a knife to get that CT side. They knew they were coming into this with an advantage.
Yep.
So this is their map. This is Fnatic. This is the Fnatic show right here. But let's see how things are going to go now because Fnatic are actually going to force up after that. They do manage to hold on to the 2 guns, so it's going to be CZ's. Good, respectable number of nades here on the Swedish side. And VP actually pretty well geared up as well.
Ooh, heavy nade on the byali, but only does 30 damage. Still, Fnatic looking ready for this execution. Another nade, not doing much damage here. See, this is the time where my team likes to hit it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You got the guy moving to construction back there, and even if there's a 3rd guy rotating B, you smoke off spawn, you get past, you isolate the guys inside. But now they've waited too long. This could be to their detriment. flusha might decide to just run in as they start executing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these smokes are going to come in. Flash
and it might seem like a bad play, but he sees that smoke, and now he's saying, okay, maybe they're trying to do a plant strat.
They are totally. Oh, and he gets it. They're trying to pre-fire the angle, but he's got it perfect. And then look at olofmeister just goes diving into the pit. Yellow, he gets it done. flusha and olofmeister split the kills between them.
And see, I'm not sure where that hesitation comes from. Is it like what we talked about earlier. Are they in their own heads right now? You know, because right there was that window, that gap, and obviously it looks like we know everything because we're spectating, we're the casters, but that is a common gap that occurs. That, like I said, my team likes to take advantage of it a lot. The second we take card control, we know that team falls back. A lot of teams doing it. It's not just my team. So a little bit of hesitation costing Virtus Pro that round, but they still got a couple weapons. They decided to buy. They got smokes. Front mid early. JW and them ready, but still going to go down.
Yeah, and Pronax actually going to get overwhelmed as well fairly quickly here. 3-on-3 situation. Now rotation already coming through here from the rest of the members. But this is not going to happen too quickly. They're going to take their time with it. As I try to get the flusha, he gets caught. So this is not looking good. Oh, that smoke goes down, though. And the Molotov straight onto olofmeister is not going to help things either.
But they're still looking for a round win. Great teamwork, though. Good flash there to help Pasha get that frag. Looks like it's going to be an easy round win for Virtus Pro, unless somehow Olaf does him dirty right here and gets into the bomb site. But Taz is too aware.
Yeah, there's no way he's getting past Taz. Oh, he gets the kill, but he doesn't have the time. He realizes he doesn't have the time. And I'm not sure if olofmeister realized that Pasha got past, but he spots him now, so he knows. Nice smoke. That's going to make it a bit too risky for Pasha.
You really only take 10 damage in library right there?
I think so. No, didn't he take it? He got tagged up.
I think he only had, no, I'm just saying from the bomb, he had 93, it took him down to 83.
Yeah, okay. Well,
surprising.
It was planted for short as well, like far side plant, so about as far away as you can get, I guess. It's like when you plan for short and then still decide to hide in pit, and you're still like alive at the end of that bomb.
Well, not a bad start for Virtus Pro. If they can keep this up and get a couple more rounds, this is going to be good T side for them. Okay. I would say they want at least 5 or 6, huh?
JW's got the AWP. And he's not.
And the CZ.
Oh, wow. They go for double AWP? No. I'm seeing things. How did that work? My mind. Pronax with the swag 7, though. He's going to find them lurking up in apartments. Taz is going to try and chase him down. That's not going to happen. JW actually goes pushing through the smoke, so he has an opportunity now if VP tried to push through to take them down. But VP decided to play it safe. Do you think this is the right call, actually pulling back after showing yourself like that at the A side?
JW or Virtus Pro? I think Virtus Pro is making a smart call here. The thing is it's VP also a readable thing. So Fnatic, though, just running over. They might hear him running through the speedway.
I think he's just ahead of them. This is a close call. JW is fairly close to rotate as well, but olofmeister...
With the support of Olaf's flash, though, KRiMz still might be able to get a frag or two here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Olaf run straight in, but he's not. He's going to go to construction.
Yeah, KRiMz going to be in the back corner, gets naded, does manage to get the spray, tries to control it, not going to happen. olofmeister now walks in, kicks up a kill, quick 1-for-1 trade over here. JW
Virtus Pro, so much damage taking on that entry.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what makes it really awkward. But hell, if they can drop JW, give them a man advantage, that's actually pretty solid. Taz is going to live through it. Pasha will find, or will get caught by flusha, and they're actually starting to give this up here. They decide to take the fight, and Taz chooses the perfect time to take the peek, but now it is just Snax alive. Only man here, slightly smoked off, and Pronax actually shoots through. Are you kidding? 1 HP on Pronax, 15 HP on JW, and Snax is hiding. He's going to peek through, deny the plant.
Wow!
Snax touches it. That is what we're talking about.
Huge play by Snax there. The timing, the intuition. Wow.
That is like that. It feels like it's so long since we've seen Snax play a play like that.
And that might have only worked since JW had an op. I don't know. I'm assuming he was scoped on Banana there, so maybe Snax was outside of his peripheral vision there. Very tight round there. Huge round, though, for Fnatic to maintain some momentum. Get this round. This looks like it should be a round win as well, unless, there's only one CZ on the CT side, though, so I think this will be a round win for...
Yeah, that's over on Pronax. They actually double nade KRiMz, so VP being pretty thorough right now. olofmeister is the only one alive on this B site. And now VP, the question is, do they take the time with it? No, they're going to go ahead and smoke off CT, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and push up here. Might have realized that this was an eco round once they saw that KRiMz only had a pistol. Yeah, this is just full rotation from Fnatic. They waste no time, but this should still be a round for VP. Although flusha does trying to dart in, he's not going to get anything done. Taz is going to take him out, and Neo is going to spray down JW, and that's actually a pretty good recovery there by VP.
Yep, Fnatic was there anyways, but like I said, man, without that CZ, like right there, I don't know who it was who scrimmed through the spawn smoke there. If he had a CZ though, he probably would have got one, and then you don't know what that opens up. So, anyways, big round by Virtus Pro. It's a great start for Virtus.
Like, I know that Pronax was the one with the CZ to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was also a good read by VP not to waste too much time, you know, after that initial frag.
Yeah, just got in there.
Just go. That's that like coming back from the hesitation, and maybe Snax making plays like that, making plays like the round before, is going to give VP that confidence back to really just make those decisive calls when they need to. Just be like, okay, guys, go. Just go. Do it.
Yeah. I think you're right, and hopefully they continue that decisiveness here. Looks like they're throwing smokes over A, but this doesn't necessarily mean they're going to hit A.
No, actually, it's going to be the flash in, and flusha actually peeks out. Oh, this is big. flusha with 2 kills, and he hasn't even taken a point of damage yet. He takes 3. That is sick. flusha, just such patient play there. JW gets up into the apartments as well.
Immediately acknowledging that the boiler guy went down. Worst case, JW dies to a Hall guys right there, but that's like the things Fnatic do well, is they take those little risks that put them in such good positions.
Mm-hmm.
And JW's got such good pilling. You know, he gets a lot of credit, but again, I said this at Face It, KRiMz and flusha put in so much work. It's like, when you first look at their lineup, I don't think a lot of people give those guys a lot of credit, but they do so much work.
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because like flusha used to be hailed as like the king of clutch. Like, this guy could just dig you out of any shitty situation and he'll get it done for you, right? And then you've also got KRiMz now, who on LGB didn't really have that much space to shine, but it seems like he's come alive on Fnatic.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like these guys are finally maybe starting to get that, finally getting that recognition, you know, because they're pretty much earning it just through frags alone.
Yeah, well, I think with their old lineup, their team was a little bit more volatile.
Yeah.
Just in general, and I think that, yeah, like you said, they finally found a little bit more. I think they just have more defined roles, and when you fall into roles naturally like that, there's a lot less conversations and things you need to have.
Because people are just going to understand and follow through.
And so you just need to play a lot. And I think what we're seeing right now is a Fnatic. When you look over around the tournament area, very comfortable. They don't look like they're putting in too much effort. They're in between rounds. They're really focused on what they need to do and what they already do best.
Oh, God.
flusha, another big double kill there. Pronax right there to trade, as well as olofmeister on the wrap. Olof is able to tell his teammate that they're probably wrapping. JW be ready for that frag there.
Ooh, nice shot, though. Snax putting up a fight. He's not willing to go down easy. He's still got a nade to work with as well, but he's going to get spotted out by Little Pit. As soon as he tries to get off of that balcony, olofmeister is going to catch him in the air. That'll be a pretty easy comeback there by Fnatic, in large part due to flusha and the timing that he gets coming out of New Pit. Or New Corridor, I guess.
Yeah,
I used to call it Ninja, but everybody seems to have a different name for it.
I just call it Cubby.
You call it Cubby? Right, you know, that's the
On
thing.
our team.
Like, we gotta like take a survey basically, and like, okay, this is the name.
I've thought. Someone asked. I don't know what would you think about this. Someone said, "What would you think about removing Cubby?"
Cubby as in what? Oh, removing it entirely?
Yeah.
Man, it makes it really tricky for you to get out of the library at that point.
Yeah. It would just be the whole. And we're talking about the same thing, right? The little.
Oh.
Jungle Cubby.
No. Yeah, never mind. That.
Because that would make it so the CTs had no place to hide, right, man?
Exactly, and it makes it a bit more streamlined, predictable. I guess that's the thing. It's like removing that element of randomness of the, you know, like look left or look right.
Yeah.
And you get screwed if you look right, but then.
Yeah, it would just make trading a little bit more easy.
Yeah, 1 for 1 basically, because you're just
looking
looking at that
1.6, you
one
just
place.
come up and you quick peek. You could quick peek and show both sides your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And you could clear it essentially because he's either going to shoot at you or not shoot at you, and then you know.
Right.
But in this case, you jiggle peek like Neo's doing right now, and he's not going to get shot at from the tight left until he's all the way up. Anyways, pretty standard eco round here from Virtus.pro, nothing special. They were trying to find a frag, but they couldn't. 6-4 now. Honestly, Virtus is still not a bad position. If they can get anywhere near 7-8 rounds on this T side, that's great for them. I thought Fnatic was going to come out of the floodgates and give them a quick 11-4.
Honestly, I did too, but that's actually not out of the cards yet either. Just because Fnatic are starting to get that momentum going their way. They've got the money as well, so they're not going to be in that eco situation anymore, even if they were to lose it. Curious where JW is going to take the AWP if they're going to give him the opportunity. It's going to be nades down to bottom B, though. And nothing really happening, actually. VP holding pretty far back, so I do like that patience from VP, not running into unnecessary damage. Another nade to follow. This one, again,
not doing any damage.
Yeah, it hit that perfect gap, like right between the two of them, like right there. But this is still slow play coming out here from VP. It does seem like they're still focused on just getting into this B site, though. And KRiMz is going to get forced back, decides to play it safe. Double Molotov impact going down here for VP. They want to just turn this into the burning lake.
Yeah, but Olaf, they all have Molly still.
They have incendiaries. Wow, they're really going for it. This is going to be the incendiary push. But then VP, look at this. They wrap back around. They really want to see if they can't fake Fnatic out right now. They've used a lot of their munitions, but they still have smokes.
You look at Fnatic's very weak on the A side of the map right now, but how would Virtus Pro know? One's going to go down right now. Never mind. But if they can get up that truck side quickly, JW.
Obscene, but flusha's now going to flash this way in. This could be a big opportunity. Oh, somehow doesn't get that. Oh, wow, and then he just Molotovs himself out of the corner. This is awkward. He loses Pronax in the mix. And so it's going to be just these two left here for VP, byali and snax. Snax taking that fight. He's going to get it as well. Flush is taken out, but he loses his mate in the meantime. It's all down to snax now.
It's going to be a tough round for snax. I don't know if he could do it again, but he is the king of sneakiness.
Yeah, I think he's got
using
the new
that
crown.
smoke to maybe convince them. He wants them to think he wrapped around to the other side. So he's hoping that once they tap the bomb, one's going to go back and check lane. He's going to wait for that tap until he makes a move.
Let's see it. They haven't gotten on it yet. They're really going to try and cover each other. This is going to be very quick. He comes running up. Are they going to react in time? Oh, he stops it. That's all he had to do.
I'm going to give that guy a hug after this match. Snax, huge round. Could be one of the deciding rounds for this match for them to get a little momentum back. 6-5 now. Incredible intuition there by Snax.
Twice.
To be honest, that was Fnatic's round to lose there. That could have even been that molly by flusha. I don't disagree with him running through that smoke jungle or by the moto pit. He still could have got a frag there, but such a tight round there to lose.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. They played it. I mean, you read that situation perfectly, man. They really did expect them to be coming up short. That didn't happen. That was just really I mean, it feels really cool to see Snax playing at this level again, or make those kinds of calls, because it doesn't feel like we've seen that in quite some time. Like, he's been struggling to get that confidence back to make those kinds of smoke plays. So whenever smoke is around, that's pretty much Snax's time to shine. Oh, hello. Hi, olofmeister. Is he gonna get an ace? Yes, he is. Okay then.
1, 2, 3.
4.
Give me some Swedish kebab for dinner, please.
olofmeister. That was so casual as well. It like caught me off guard. I'm like, okay, wait, he's getting kills. Wait, all of them came from him? Right.
He just raised his hand. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Yes, please. Wow. Well, I guess JW's not the only one who can get a little wily with the op.
No, olofmeister's underestimated, man. Like, people don't give him the credit when it comes to the AWP, but he can do some damage. I used to do it all the time on LGB. That was the big thing when he swapped over to Fnatic. I was like, okay, are they going to decide to run double op? You know, kind of like Titan, right? But Pronax clearly didn't have that in mind. He's like, okay, you guys can do it sometimes, right? We'll use this every once in a while, but Olof is going to be...
not really needed.
Yeah, JW is like the op role for the team, and Olof, you're just going to kind of get it whenever.
Well, JW here in a good position to make a couple more Wonder Child highlights here.
This is it. They could really do this quite nicely, though, VP.
He's staring right at his head. Just mouse one. That's all you need to do.
It's going to be the rush up, and this is it. JW. Peekaboo. Nearly tries to control that spray well enough. He comes close, but then KRiMz, that second layer of defense here, working out perfectly for Fnatic. Pasha trying to pre-fire the angle. It's not going to happen. He gets tagged down to a stop. And that's going to be that round to back it up. Fnatic now, the last 2 rounds in this half. I mean, do you think VP, 5 rounds is enough for them going into a CT side?
I mean, personally, I don't. No. But they're showing some great teamwork. Yeah, it's got a great match in our hands regardless. Oh, we're getting a message here, guys. Don't forget on the other stream, the ESWC number 2 stream.
There's the
LDLC and...
There's LDLC Navi going on right now. It's the other semifinal. Due to scheduling, we had to run them side by side, guys. So LDLC Navi is happening over on the main stream as well.
Done in Anders, right?
Yeah, and it's done in Anders over there casting now.
Hard on Anders. Anders.
Well, consider it done.
We'll consider it done.
Because Anders, basically, we can't see what happens over there, man. I don't even want to know. Oh, what is sick is this is basically going to be a Nico round that gets shut down by Fnatic. They shouldn't be
not much coming
here
from this unless Snax,
Feels like it's been pretty quiet for a while now, though. So I'm kind of wondering how things are going with LDLC. Because for a while at the beginning of that match, you heard a roar. And it was literally every
sounded like
shot.
The Coliseum out there.
Exactly. Every shot LDLC would land, they would just get like straight reaction from the crowd. It was pretty crazy.
Well, Fnatic players looking pretty calm over there, sitting at their computers, looking to close this out with a 10th round. Virtus Pro here, they all have smokes. Curious to see if they're going to try to come back to that small side. It's tough, though, with the B control. 2 ops here on the CT side. JW looking for a quick pick at B. Odd angle here. It's another of those off angles I was talking about in the last map. Just something that people aren't expecting.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, where do you go if you're VP? They are playing it well, VP. Not peaking up quite yet. Really pacing it. I mean, Neo's going to chuck this HE probably, and he's going to go straight. Oh, no, he's only got the flash? Neo, where are you? No, he's got the Molotov. Okay. Oh, he takes the shot. He's not going to find anything, though.
JW says, nuh-uh. I'm coming back. I didn't eat breakfast. I want some lunch.
This is mind games. Neo, does he shoulder peek? Does JW find him, and he gets it?
It's got to hurt.
Does he get the follow-up? Do they actually peek it again? Yes, they do.
But he's going to come back for more. That's what I love about this kid.
Dude,
run through that smoke right now, JW. You want it.
Well, that was a bit of an error there. Pronax getting in ahead before his flash went off, so he doesn't actually do it. Molotov to go down to try and stop that from happening, but JW in the meantime...
Look at him.
Yeah, he's just chasing people. Dude, this guy has no fear right now. And olofmeister in position to get flanked. He's going to be able to get around that corner just in time. flusha manages to pick up the man on short. That was Taz. And KRiMz gets caught. And now look at this. They're actually going to run back to the B site, but like a shark in the water. Oops. He is going to close back. You have a bad influence on me, man. Like, I start speaking like American, and I don't think anymore about what I'm actually saying, so that's bad.
It's all right here. snax in a 1-on-2 situation. Can he handle this for the Polish nation? I'm not sure because he's waiting. They're looking for the 1 versus 2. Flush is coming through the back hall. Do we need to wrap this one? I don't know. He's going to go down. olofmeister gives him the frown.
But then Pronax says, turn it upside down. Because, brother, we've just managed to pick up another round, and that is it.
A 10-5.
10-5, and that is going to be the big thing here. 10 rounds for Fnatic. That's enough. That is more than enough for Fnatic. They're going to consider this a job well done. Now, that's really, scary, we have to see, man. VP, that confidence, what we talked about at the beginning when they first faced up. Even when they came out of Dignitas, VP were struggling. So, going into the second half, I'm sure that they feel like they could have gotten a couple more rounds out of this, although snax did gift them 2 that probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. snax saved them, but how much is that going to really drive it home for them? Tough uphill battle for Virtus Pro right now. I'm curious to see what kind of pistols they can do. Maybe a 3 one-way, maybe 3 times banana or something, get a little gimmicky. Nope, they're going to start pretty standard, it looks like.
Yeah, they're actually not really changing it up too much.
Probably see byali spot mid really quick with some shots.
Smoke to go in. Perfect smoke, but then Neo is here peeking.
I can only delay them so long, though, so I'm curious to see, is Virtus Pro going to stay strong in middle? So, yep, they got the heavy mid set up, so that's good. But if Fnatic decides to just go back and rear rush B at any point now, this could be very bad for Neo and the Poles.
Yeah, he's still got 1 smoke, and he's going to try and hold on to this as long as possible, basically, until he hears steps. Because he needs to make this one count.
Filip Kubski, a 1.6 legend, holding B alone. Can he bring back some of his glory years here? If they take B, if they try to come B, that is, he's going to need to show something here, or just try to stay alive for his teammates to get over there. And it looks like that is exactly what Fnatic's going to do. A little bit of mid fake. I'm thinking we might see these guys try to get up and go wrap, but no.
Oh, Pasha playing
not a fake at all.
olofmeister getting a bit ahead of himself there. They get the punish on him, but then JW.
KRiMz got into spawn.
And he's going to get the drop on Neo as well.
That's a huge frag there for KRiMz to pick up.
Yeah, and KRiMz does manage to spot out Taz as well. So now they know they've been put on notice. snax at range is going to pick up the 1. That actually drops the bomb. So they still haven't got this bomb planted. Scary moment there. KRiMz is finally going to be able to snatch it up.
Only decoys left in hand. This is coming down to a timing battle. Pronax knows they're not expecting to peek. He's going to keep dancing.
Yeah, Pronax, the flash around the corner. He goes for the reload, but then KRiMz is there. This 1-for-1, I mean, dude, that's that 1-2 switch, and Pronax is just going to run and gun him down at the end. But that was so well played by Fnatic, just bouncing back and forth between each other.
They're dancing. They are dancing, and that's one thing Fnatic knows how to do well right now is just in those tight situations, their trading skills are top tier at the moment. Now, Pasha picking up the scout. Taz getting the CZ. snax, byali with the 5-7, and Neo with the P250. Is this going to be enough to get them a little bit of momentum back? Otherwise, I'm afraid Fnatic might run away with this one.
Yeah, this is it. This is that desperation buy coming out from VP. Like they need to stop Fnatic with enough of a buffer to be able to start building up some money on their side. But KRiMz actually getting caught quite a bit of nade damage, it seems. No, that seemed like scout damage. Like, that seems like he got tagged up by the scout somehow.
Fnatic here setting up what looks like a solid B execution here. Virtus Pro hopefully gets the third rotators. There's someone who wants to go. It's Taz. Taz feels it. But this is not good that they're all stuck in the site. But snax is in front of the smoke.
This is going to be crucial. Byali's position. He's going to stop them from rotating around.
Byali, get in that boiler room, baby. You want it. No, don't fall back.
No, instead it's going to be
They're
Pasha.
Just going to run over you guys. No,
Stand and fight. They have to do it. Byali now, he's going to hold him off at short with that 5-7.
He might be able to get one, but this is a tall order for him to get anything more as JW runs in with the gun out, sun's out. Sun's out, fun's out, guns out. JW's all over the CT like white on rye here. I don't even know what to say about that round there. They had... If Fnatic went B, I think Virtus Pro could have got a couple frags.
Oh, yeah.
I think they could have made things a little interesting.
They were in a position. I mean, they had the setup potentially to like get that crossfire.
The thing that kind of bothered me is when Byali knew that they're falling back there.
They're going to stand.
Yeah, they're going to or more in like the boiler room, play a little in a hiding in that boiler room corner.
Like, if you're going to peek, if you're going to hide, okay, yeah, boiler for sure. But if you've got Pasha who's walking out to take a peek and confirm, like, you should be peeking with her, don't you think?
Yeah, because my point is eventually Fnatic's going to get up the truck side in the site, and they're clearing the site.
Mm-hmm.
So where can you hide in the A site that's going to net you a couple frags? Maybe the close left box if you have a CZ, but he had a 5-7 and he got ran over. Oh well, you know, no more time to look back at that next round. That's the thing in Counter-Strike. You can only think back so much. Got to stay moving forward.
145 seconds.
What's that?
You can only think back around.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to have a very short memory in CS, especially be able to reset here. And VP, I mean, VP are going to have to reset their minds because when it comes down to it, their big buy round isn't going to happen for another one. snax though, he's got that Pro 90.
He just runs in though and takes so much damage.
Yeah.
It takes more than he gives, which could potentially hurt them when they have to hold B right here. Neo, smart move to take that P90 there.
Well, the thing is that snax there, yeah, he's the only guy with Kevlar as well. Neo's eco. I mean, he's got that smoke on him, so he's going to be able to buy a little bit more time here. Perhaps force Fnatic into a bit of an uncomfortable position. If they have to try and flash their way through, that could work great with the Pro 90 and his angle, but it's still like he'll get like one frag, maybe two, and then he should get overrun because he doesn't have like that lasting power. He doesn't have the defense. This time around, though, Byali, he heard you, man. He's going to be camping out boiler.
Sorry, Jordan. I will get a frag from boiler room this round, but it's not going to matter. Fnatic's falling back to A, and Byali could go down.
Dude, it's all about Neo. It's all about Neo right now.
You had to Byali.
Don't spray. Pronax is so low.
No, they're going to split all over him right there. He could maybe get the third, and he does. But that's still probably not going to be enough here because the CTs have no armor. I don't know how they're going to salvage this round versus 2 high health flush on olofmeisters.
Dude, they actually, like, flusha's got the next level tactics right now. He's actually going to go into the place he just burned out.
Like, listen, I like a Byali barbecue as much as the next guy. Let's see if that can't work for us. Olaf taking him down and snax with 12 HP.
Yeah, snax shouldn't make it out of here either. Flusha, even with the MP7, if he catches just an edge, olofmeister catches him out in the open, and there you go. The hunt is complete. Fnatic will be getting that next round here. 13 rounds on the board, plenty of money. JW going straight for the AWP. Virtus Pro, however, are going to have to spend everything they've got. And so, full rifles, no AWP for Pasha, limited nades, not even a kit. If Fnatic get a plant, VP are going to be in a bit of a tough spot. Like, no kit means no time, means sad life.
Yeah. And I see Fnatic here with their normal default here. Flush and JW holding back.
I was thinking, there we go. That's what I was wondering if this was going to happen.
See, Neo died last match to this, so hopefully he learned.
The snax walk down into it, though.
No.
JW. He spots the leg. Neo is there on the edge as well.
That's very lucky by Virtus Pro not to get hit by that op there. JW was really ready for that. But now I think Fnatic knows there's only 3 at A, and it's a great chance to go at A because they can trade. But Virtus Pro showing great poise on defense.
Oh no, he runs out of bullets, Pasha. He runs out of bullets just as JW goes onto that site. Neo does manage to stop flusha from joining him, so it is all going to be JW here. Goes for the shot, has the CZ, doesn't manage to control the spray well enough, and Pasha with the fast feet is going to keep ahead.
Yeah, I think that was a good decision by Fnatic to get up mid because they knew that Virtus Pro was down bottom of B. But the problem is, if you don't get up mid cleanly, then you eventually just get crunched, and that's what happened. Neo came on the flank, and the crunch started. So.
Yeah, that's that crunch. Man. It's like
Captain Crunch.
Oh.
Did you ever used to eat Captain Crunch?
I miss Captain Crunch so bad.
That stuff tears your mouth apart.
Dude, it does.
And it's
so
always worth it. It's so worth
yeah.
it. And that's what it was for Neo. The crunch was so tasty that it was worth it. And Pasha here in a good position to eat some crunch of his own here. Neo, let him have it. Let him enjoy the crunch, Neo.
Let me get all cut up.
Olaf getting a free kill here. Not so free, though, as Taz wants to charge him for it. And he doesn't have enough money.
Yeah, he gets shown the exit.
There you go, Pasha.
Dude, Pasha, he's like the bouncer.
Pasha needs a couple frags. He's a gym rat, you know? If Pasha doesn't eat enough food, he can't perform.
How does he? That's what I
An
wonder.
eco
as
a
well.
day keeps the doctor away.
How does he keep up with like intake when he's at an event, right? And you're living off of event food.
I think I see Byali looking pretty skinny over there. I wouldn't doubt Pasha's doubling up on his portions when he sees Byali. He just starts scalping for Byali's food near the end of meals.
Just like, yeah, basically, you don't say no to Pasha either.
Pasha, biceps is always with you. Biceps is always against you. He's holding the wrap right here. This is actually a big round for Pasha right here. Fnatic going to do their pop flash shot where they get up mid and wrap quickly. Pasha needs to fall back and hold this strong. Molly is going to help him. Byali takes down 2. Pasha takes down the 3rd. There you go, boys. There you go. That's a great hold there by Virtus Pro. That's the textbook Fnatic strat right there. Our team even has that strat in our arsenal. We call it the Fnatic. You basically smoke off the top mid right there and send a flash from far, and everyone explodes. You split it. 2 people on the left wall, 2 people on the right wall. Byali took down the initial 2 coming at him, and then the rest were handled by Pasha. And then you can get a drawing.
Damn, man, that's pretty good.
Could you draw a picture of me? Oh, Fnatic's rushing it. Flashbang dance. Is that what that was there? You're just such a creative person.
We'll work on the rap, man. We'll drop some beats.
Okay, Fnatic coming out here, quick push, but they're gonna get mowed down.
No, that's not gonna work here.
Wow.
Now it's gonna be Byali alive on the side, only man here.
This is dangerous right now for Virtus, but
but then Neo just like
Neo,
catches
the
him out
one.
completely.
He saw them through the walls. This is Matrix vision. No, but that's a great round into it. That's actually probably pretty bad for Virtus to lose that many weapons. Luckily, they still got some money on Pasha. Still got some money on Neo. They need to stay composed here and keep their money flowing. They're in a good situation. They need to keep shutting down these Fnatic mid hits because that's normally their bread and butter. I'd be worried about B right now if I was Virtus Pro. So hopefully Neo's very alert right here and doesn't go down to the boost. This is how he died. He gets legs. That's how he was going down versus Dignitas. Stay out of the middle of Banana when you got it smoked off. The AKers shoot down it. The Opera shoot down it. Just let them be, let them have that smoke block there, and you don't need to do too much more.
It's taking unnecessary risk, but then again, that's part of what VP. I mean, VP, they're also fired up right now. You know, they're believing in the comeback, so they may make those little mistakes that are going to cost them in the end because they get ahead of themselves.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, sometimes you just got to know when to feel it and to go with your gut feeling. But
it's like the mark of the champions. Trust them, they got that champion gut right now. But
yeah, I mean, Virtus Pro has won more championships than I've probably even played in some of their guys, and so I can't act like they don't know what they're doing. It's just I've watched their B fall apart sometimes when Neo gets too aggressive. So my point is just I want to see them stay composed with what they know is working and not working. Snax right here. Hopefully he doesn't peek into them and die, but rather lets them run into him at B. Pronax here. Hey, how's it going, bud? Good to see ya.
It's gonna put him to sleep. Oh no, Snax though, man.
Snax now he's aware. That guy's coming from CD spawn. Wants to take him out. Good awareness by Snax. Probably a good call from Neo to get that frag down.
Right, now it's gonna come
Snax
to
has to be patient here as his team gets close. His Taz on the flank. He is. This flank kill right here. If Taz takes down olofmeister, they could win the round. But if Olaf catches him off guard, it's going to be a tough one. And there it is. First step of the process here. Next step, don't die alone. Right there. That's very dangerous, but they're in all over him. Good job by Virtus Pro to stay on top of the angles. Snax got up back haul. Right when his B guy died, he cut that angle off of, so no matter how quick JW peaks, he's going down.
And look at that. That's really interesting. That's really interesting that they don't pick up the AWP for Pasha. Does he go for a Scar 20 then? Does he pull an Exist?
No, I don't know. I mean, maybe he just realizes that Fnatic is such an explosive team at middle that he wants that rifle, so he doesn't get You know,
doesn't get overrun.
Because sometimes you take that one shot with the op and you screw yourself over based off positioning. So
true. And it does take like a particular brand of opper really to make that work. Like
yeah,
JW,
and playing middle on
Guardian.
CT side is such a sensitive subject. Just a small change in mess up in positioning can cost you everything. If all of a sudden you're overrun on rap side because you miss an op shot, then Fnatic controls the round. So not a bad decision, I don't think. Pasha's a good enough rifler. I think it comes down to them just playing the rotation smart here. Neo doing his normal thing where he throws that smoke off the fountain, so that tells us that Virtus Pro is probably not going to be playing aggressive on Banana, and that could be to their detriment here. Every time we see Fnatic have B control, they're able to trade pretty positively in the bomb site.
There we go. These are Anders' binds right now. He's trying to
Anders'
figure out
binds.
what the walk was. He's got to walk bound to alt. Who does this?
That's why he's a legendary nub, huh?
Exactly, bro. Oh, dude, Freedom Bird, get it right.
Wow, look at that. Chicken runs through the smoke, as is Fnatic, following note there.
Look at the positioning here, however. This is going to be sick. JW is going to be able to stop this push coming in from CT. He's going for the pre-fire, though. Maybe saw a chicken. This is bad, but then Neo gets picked up as well, so the B site is now in Fnatic's control.
JW just doesn't feel right without that op CC combo. He's like, I'm going to go sit over here, think about it for a little bit. And he's going to catch him off guard. Great sneaky play, but is that going to hurt him?
He's going to let him mate. He's
Great
gonna,
play.
exactly. He lets him in, and then he boxes
marinated
him in.
him.
And now it's byali alone, 1v4. He has to back off and hold on to this gun. There's no choice for him left.
He marinated him, man. He seasoned him a little bit. He let him sit out there.
Exactly. You know, overnight.
He ate him when he was fresh.
That tasty.
I prefer a medium rare, not too much seasoning on my steak. Medium rare, let it get room temperature. I don't like when it's over seasoned. Too much on it, too much salt and pepper. Get away from me.
No, but that's the thing. It kills the taste of the meat. You can't savor it anymore. It's like putting butter on meat too.
This is like the most existential analogy I've ever heard related to Counter-Strike. You need to learn when you're terrorist on Inferno to let the CTs marinate just enough before you eat them. Eat them too raw, the disease will come back to kill you. Wait too long, and the meat won't taste good enough. Which means something about the mindset or something. But we're going to see an early aggression here at Banana by Fnatic, throwing some nades, trying to do some damage, not to too much avail here as Neo's only down to 84.
It's like a fine, I don't know, you know, it's basically like this. Basically, olofmeister decides to take a bite early. But
appetizer.
man,
he said, listen, boys, you might not be as hungry, but I need some food, and I'm eating.
Yeah, this is, and then you have KRiMz.
And see, once you start eating that early, KRiMz is like, all right, fine. Let me try that.
You know, the thing is,
let me try a bite of that.
This is like match point right now, potentially on the
but
line.
they're just
VP have
casually
to back
eating
off.
a 3-course meal on match point.
Yeah. VP have to back off in this scenario. They cannot afford to take the fight. They can't. I mean, they would love to turn bad in Fnatic's stomach, but I think Fnatic are being entirely too pleased with themselves. You know, they're going to be patting their bellies after this match. It's all going to be good.
They're ready for dessert, and I'm scared to say Virtus Pro might be the waiters just to serve it up to them. I mean, the thing about Virtus here is I want to see them just keep playing with confidence. This round, mid-push, right? Like right here, just like they might not have the money. Oh, no.
Dude, JW almost killed
that killed it,
KRiMz.
man. If they were able to keep those guns, I was thinking Virtus, come down middle like a storm.
Yeah, go for some aggression
just
early on.
come down like a fire from hell.
Yeah, you can do that.
Since hell is supposed to be below in the weird religious thing that happens. But hell, fire.
Yeah.
All right, anyways, I'm done there, but let's focus on the last round.
Yeah, because the last round is going to be crucial here for VP. Basically, it's all going to be about this flash. Neo, does he get the drop? Yes, he does. flusha, there's the base. You hungry? No, didn't think so.
Tried to eat that appetizer too soon there, but not all of his teammates were served up. He was eating on his own accord. Very selfish of flusha.
Yeah, and that's a problem because that actually allows Neo to recover that rifle, which is something we saw flusha be doing also on the B on overpass. But there's the flash. Pronax, wild spray there. Neo actually coming out ahead of that one. He's eventually going to get taken out by JW, who's going to just rotate very quickly up to B. They want to set up this. I mean, they can still take this situation here. There's only one AK, and that's picked up on byali, and he's still rotating in.
Good play there by snax to get in front of the smoke and maintain positional advantage here. He's going to get a frag on the KRiMz. Can he get the 2? The 5.7's got enough ammo, and he will. Great play by snax there to keep the poles alive. Do you think they have what it takes, Semler?
I think so. I think they do. I mean, plays like that is what can turn it around for them. If Neo gets them fired up like that, gets those kills at the bottom of Banana, there you go, right? I mean, I'm not gonna make a meal reference here, but this is like in all seriousness.
I think
VP
we might have played that
can
one out.
run it back. Like they can run it back.
But if they get to overtime, I might start talking about dessert again.
Yeah, if we get to overtime, we can talk about dessert. We're in Paris, of course. You know, great dessert here. It's a good place, just like it's a good place for a spray as well.
Great time to just plant his butt down and hold mouse 1.
Yeah, Snax just cleaning up the rest there. That was really nicely done. But that's what I'm talking about. Again, maybe Fnatic letting go a little bit. You know, when they come to that point where they need to close the match, they actually start doing plays that we haven't seen them do yet. Like flusha going off on his lonesome and just doing his own thing and then ends up paying for it. Gives a gun over to Neo, who then sprays down Pronax. And right, you know, we see how guns can actually spin out of control if you give them to an ecoing team, which is why you do stay grouped up most of the time when you're dealing with anti-eco situations. You don't want to give your opponents a gun to use against you.
Yeah, and good job of Virtus Pro keeping his banana control. Pasha has to be careful dying in the middle right here. Fnatic knows at this point what Virtus is doing. It's not really about knowing what each team is doing. It's how can we manipulate what each team is doing, right? They know, they leave Neo and Banana. They might not be positive if Neo's alone right now, but they know they're going to need to put pressure on Banana here soon. So they're going to take back Banana, but that doesn't mean they're going to hit it unless they kill Neo.
Right.
If they kill Neo right away, you're going to see some speed by here. But if maybe Neo shoots at him, gets away right here, you'll see Fnatic probably reset, maybe even do a late A hit.
Oh, there we go. Flash.
So they get
Neo
spotted. They know they fall back.
He doesn't spot anybody though. He's hearing the steps, but he still gets the spray. He runs out of bullets for the second one though, and that's going to be horrendous.
His team's a little behind though.
Oh, Pasha's just going to go run through? No, he goes into construction, decides to back off.
If that was Snax.
Yeah, if that was Snax, he probably would have gone for it. Well, Pasha, this is a really scary situation here. Sick flash, that's going to slow him down even more. He's going to try and deny it. He's so close. He doesn't manage it though, and the bomb gets planted. Fnatic on the edge now. They've taken a lot of damage getting into this site. But this is still Fnatic's show. They've got decent after-plant positions, but not a whole lot of HP. VP out of nades, though. They've got one decoy. Oh, man, this is it. Taz going to walk in here. He's going to try to go for the spray. They're not going to manage it. KRiMz gets overwhelmed, but then it is KRiMz in the end to lock it down, and Fnatic have just secured themselves